It's the morning after the big party, and I'm hitting the road. I'm heading south to rural Oaxaca. Unlike Mexico City, the influence here is much more Aztec than Spanish. The Aztecs always celebrated death. Life, they said, is just a dream. Only in death are we truly awake. If there's ever a place where I'll see spirits coming back to Earth, this is going to be it. Today's Day of the Dead is a 3-day festival mixing the ancient Aztec traditions with the Catholic All Saints' Day. It's very different from the way I've grown up to think about death, which is, well, not to think about it at all. I wonder if celebrating something I prefer to avoid will make it easier to deal with.
Catalina? Ah, mucho gusto. Me llamo Stefan.
Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto, mucho gusto. Thank you very much for letting me come and visit you. Look at this place, it's beautiful.
I've been invited to spend the festival with Catalina and her family.
Is this the Virgin of Guadalupe?
Así es.
This is extraordinary. What is this room?
Nosotros para nuestras visitas está primero Dios y luego nosotros.
And this is all your family?
Ah, sí. Ellos son mis papás.
Uh-huh.
La fotografía mía.
Is that you?
Sí.
Is that you? Oh, wow! You have big cheeks then. Wow, that's the way to have a kitchen.
Catalina's mum, Guadalupe, is busy cooking for the Day of the Dead feast.
Who does all the cooking for Day of the Dead? Is it your mother or is it you?
Pues entre los dos.
So has all the really tough work already been done, or have you got me here to do all the hard work?
Yo creo que sí.
Excellent.
Catalina's father, Andres, comes home from work early to help with the preparations.
I love your hat. That's very cool. Have you just come in from work?
Sí,
You've got to give your wife a kiss when you come home. Thank you very much for letting me come and join you.
I've been wondering whether they really believe the dead are coming back,
Muchas gracias.
or if the whole thing is mainly an excuse for a big party.
So, is everyone looking forward to the Day of the Dead?
Pues ya viene su fiesta y a lo mejor viene. Y estamos pues esperando.
It's such a huge jump for me because I've never experienced this before. Is there anything that I can do to sort of prepare myself, to get myself ready to try and sense some of my family that's passed away?
Recordar cómo eran los que ya fallecieron. Y es como celebrar el cumpleaños de alguien ya fallecido. Hay que hacerles cumpleaños.
Catalina's not the only one who thinks the dead are returning. Whilst in Britain, we tend to associate death with misery, here in Oaxaca, they have a very different outlook. Every night during the festivities, huge parades take place in the city. Here, life is turned upside down. Locals dress up as skeletons, men dress as women, and parties are thrown in graveyards to welcome death. I meet up with Jorge, who helps to organize the festivities.
We're celebrating the Day of the Dead, but it's more for I think it's more for the Day of the Lives, because we're going to have a great party tonight.
Day of the Dead seems to be a chance to laugh at death and show you're not afraid.
Sit down.
Okay.
I really need to throw my heart and soul into the festivities if I'm going to understand what they're all about. We meet up with Virginia, who's keen to dress us up. Virginia dresses me up as Katrina, Day of the Dead's most famous character. She represents a rich old lady, a reminder that even money can't keep us from death. Jorge's also a Katrina, but of a slightly different proportion.
The thing is, what happens if I lose you in the crowd?
No one here seems to think it's bizarre to get dressed up like a dead granny. And I have to admit, it's strangely liberating. I'm not any closer to understanding the true meaning behind Day of the Dead, but this soon feels like the most normal thing in the world. The next morning, I find myself in Oaxaca's largest graveyard. I've come to meet Nora, a local historian, who wants me to meet her relatives